Hey guys, JMRolyat here, bringing you another Doctor Who review. We'll be looking at The Beast Below by Stephen Moffat. Let's start with the plot. The episode starts with the Doctor holding Amy by the leg while she is floating outside of the TARDIS. He then pulls her back in and they land on the spaceship carrying the British after the Earth burned. The Doctor sees a little girl crying and goes to her aid. Amy and the Doctor then go for a walk around the ship and notice that there's no vibration of the engines. Meanwhile, Amy follows the little girl and finds some tentacles. Then these smilers, or machines that basically just, first they're smiling and then they kind of get creepier as they turn around, which I don't buy. They come after her and she wakes up in a voting room. They then have her watch a video about like basically what's going on around the ship, which, I mean, like, so apparently it's supposed to be very messed up because she then chooses to forget and says whatever they do, get the Doctor off of the ship because she doesn't want to find out, but let her know. The Doctor then walks in and watches the video, her saying for him to leave, and he hits the protest button, and they fall down into what appears to be a mouth. I mean, the Doctor's kind of happy about it, which is a little funny, and Matt Smith does a great job on that. But then they are basically thrown up into another room where a Smiler's gonna kill them, and they either have to forget what they've seen or get killed by the Smiler. Then a lady named Liz 10, yes, that is Elizabeth the 10th of, like, the Queen of England, and she saves them, and then they are taken to the Tower of London. They see a thing moving the ship, like they see that the thing that is propelling the ship is actually a star whale, the last of its kind, and and people are torturing it, trying to make it move faster. And the Doctor is very upset when he sees this, but he decides that it's best that he just makes the star whale basically a floating vegetable, rather than to have them keep torturing it, or to have Elizabeth X abdicate the throne and let the star whale basically leave them there to die. Because, you know, the Doctor absolutely loves the humans and basically does everything he can to save us. But, like, and while he's doing that to make it a vegetable, Amy hits the button for the Queen to abdicate the throne, releasing the star whale. And that's basically the rest of the thing. Like, but I forgot to mention that when the Doctor sees Amy's video saying to get him off the ship and to not let him know what's happening, the Doctor gets very upset and says, after this you're going home. Which, you know, he does that with every new companion. He says that they basically get one trip and then they're going back. Even though that never ends up happening. And it doesn't happen here either. They continue to go on. And then, so I have some problems with this episode. First is the Smilers. I mean, I get that they're trying to make new monsters, but they're just not threatening at all. They really, I mean, when someone turns their face, like when someone makes an angry face at me, it doesn't really make me that scared. And I mean, and then there's also the star whale tentacles that are coming up out of, like, the floor, which, like, they don't add anything. They're completely pointless. The episode would be the exact same thing without them. And then, I mean, and the only reason that they're there is really to get Amy to be abducted by the Smilers into the voting room, which they easily could have had another reason other than for her to be investigating some tentacles coming out of the floor. My third problem with the episode is Liz 10. She is just so bland. She can't really, like, she doesn't add anything to the episode. She's just awful, and she's pretty forgettable. Like, if you haven't watched this episode in a while, you just won't remember that she's really in it that much. And then, my biggest problem is when Amy gets back. How does she know that the Star Whale wouldn't fly away? I mean, yes, the Star Whale does continue to move, like, to take the humans and even increase its speed, but there's no way that she had that much information on it that she could have just risked those people's lives just on a little, you know, a little limb. It just doesn't make sense. And I know I'm probably making a big deal out of it, but honestly, she didn't have enough reasoning for that. And don't get me wrong, I love the comparison of the Doctor and the Star Whale. How they're the last of their kind and they're old. But still, that's not enough. Although, the episode's not all bad. I mean, again, there's the comparison with the Star Whale to the Doctor, which was pretty well handled. But then there's also, like, you know, Matt Smith. He did a great job. His emotions were great. Again, he really just helped the episode. Great interaction between him and the characters that are in it. And then that's about all I have. So let's go ahead and tally this up, guys. There good things for the episode. That's nothing the Star Whale to Doctor comparison. Really not that much. And then for the bad things, the Smilers, the Star Whale takes first, Liz 10, Amy hitting the Abigail, and the fact that the episode was a jumble of this. So, with taking all that into account, I give The Beast Below by Stephen Moffat a 3 out of 10. If you disagree, feel free to tell me why, and I will read your comment. Go ahead, leave a comment, just tell me what you think. And if you think I should have a different kind of rating system, I'd be open to suggestions. And, just let me know what other reviews you'd like me to do, guys. This is JMRolyat, signing off. See you next time.